You were not born to crawl through life. You were not made to settle, to shrink, to accept mediocrity, dressed up as just the way it is. Inside you burns a fire, maybe faint, maybe forgotten, but it's there. And it's not asking for your permission. It's asking for your attention. Because the life you dream of, it's already reaching for you. But there are chains, invisible, silent, accepted, habits, beliefs, decisions you make every day that you don't even question anymore. Mistakes that don't feel like mistakes because they're common, because they're comfortable, because everyone else is making them too. But common doesn't mean correct. Comfort doesn't mean calling. And just because it's familiar doesn't mean it's your future. So we dig deep, not to blame, not to shame, but to liberate. Because when you see the cage, you can break it. And the first mistake that holds more people back than any other, waiting. Waiting for perfect timing. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting for clarity. Waiting for someone to tell them they're good enough. And that wait, it's the slowest death. Because time is not waiting for you. Opportunity is not pausing. Life is not going to come knock on your door with a golden invitation. You keep saying, I'll start when I know more. I'll move when I'm confident. I'll speak when I'm certain. But confidence doesn't come first. Action does. Certainty doesn't come first. Commitment does. The clarity you crave, it comes through movement. You were never meant to have all the answers before you begin. You were meant to begin, to step into the unknown, to build the wings as you fall. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It's the refusal to be ruled by it. Stop waiting. Start now. And that leads to the second mistake, being addicted to potential, but allergic to process. You see the vision. You know what's possible. You dream big. But when it comes time to build, to bleed, to be bored, and still stay the course, you flinch. You fantasize about the destination, but fight the discipline it takes to get there. But success is not sexy. Growth is not glamorous. It's repetition. It's late nights. It's doing it again when no one claps. It's falling in love with what most people run from: consistency. You cannot microwave mastery. You cannot shortcut strength. You cannot bypass the boring and still expect brilliance. You don't rise because of what you want. You rise because of what you're willing to do when it's no longer exciting. The third mistake is hiding behind perfection. Perfection is the thief of progress. The lie that says, if it's not flawless, it's not worth doing. So you don't publish, you don't launch, you don't ask, you don't risk. And you convince yourself that you're just being careful, when really, you're just being afraid. Fear in disguise is still fear. Stop polishing. Start putting it out. The world doesn't need perfect. It needs real. It needs effort. It needs you in your mess, in your motion, in your becoming. Progress lives in the imperfect. Growth happens in the release. Let go of needing to look good and start getting better. Because mistake 4, comparing. Comparison is a poison that looks like perspective. You scroll through someone else's highlight reel and start shrinking your own value. You measure your chapter 2 against their chapter 20. And in doing so, you rob yourself of the one thing you need most: self-belief. You were not designed to be a copy. Your path, your pace, your process, it's sacred. Honor it. You don't need to be ahead. You need to be aligned. You don't need their success. You need your growth. Comparison will kill your courage. It will water your doubt and starve your momentum. Refuse it. Bless them and build you. Mistake 5, talking more than doing. You've read the books. You've watched the videos. You've made the vision board. But where is the work? Where is the sweat, the risk, the effort? There's a point where preparation becomes procrastination, where learning becomes a form of hiding, because you're afraid to look foolish, to fail, to be seen, trying, and not getting it right. But listen, every master was once a mess. Every giant started as a beginner. Every victory was born through vulnerability. Speak less, do more. Let your actions make the noise. Let your execution write the story. Let your movement teach the lesson. Because the 6th mistake is the most dangerous of all: forgetting who you are. Not on purpose, not overnight, but slowly, subtly, through distraction, through disappointment, through the slow erosion of dreams you once swore you'd never abandon. You stop believing. You stop trusting. You start calling it realism, but really it's retreat. And you shrink. You shrink to fit in. You shrink to avoid risk. You shrink to survive the seasons that were meant to stretch you. But deep down, you remember. You remember the younger you, the one who dared, the one who dreamed, the one who didn't know how but believed anyway. Bring them back, not to live in the past, but to ignite your future. You are not average. You are not random. You are not accidental. You are equipped. You are assigned. You are here for a reason bigger than your doubt. So stop playing small. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for a sign. This is the sign. Now is the moment. This is your time. Break the mistakes, burn the old patterns, and rise, not just once, but again and again and again. Because every time you rise, you remember who you are, why you're here, and what you're capable of when nothing holds you back. When nothing holds you back, not fear, not failure, not the illusion of perfection, something incredible happens. You move differently. You speak differently. You walk into rooms with a calm authority. Not because you're the loudest, not because you're the best, but because you know you've let go of what no longer serves and you've stepped into what's real. This is the point of no return. This is where your story shifts, where regret gets rewritten into resolve, where potential becomes performance, where dreams stop being ideas and start becoming experiences. Lived, felt, fought for. And no, it won't be easy. You'll lose people who were only meant to know the old you. You'll face days when nothing clicks, when everything you're building feels like it's crumbling. But here's the truth the world won't tell you. Growth hurts. Evolution is uncomfortable. But stagnation, that's suffering in disguise. A quiet kind of dying. So you choose. Every day. You choose discomfort over decay, truth over trends, substance over image. You rise when it's hard. You build when it's slow. You show up when it's not fun. Because you've made a decision, and decisions birth destiny. The difference between the few who build something meaningful and the many who don't is simple. The few stopped making the 6 mistakes. Not because they were perfect, but because they got tired of their own patterns. They got sick of waiting, of watching, of wishing. And they did something about it. So now it's your turn. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more talking yourself out of greatness. You know what's holding you back. You felt it like a weight on your chest, like a voice whispering, not yet, every time your spirit screams, let's go. Silence that voice, break that pattern, and remember who you are. You are not here to survive, you are here to lead. You are not here to blend in, you are here to break through. You are not here to repeat cycles, you are here to rewrite the script. But it starts with you. It starts with the decision to live awake. To refuse the lie that says, this is all there is. Because deep down, you know, you were made for more depth, more impact, more presence, more freedom. And the way to get it? Remove what's in the way. Burn the excuses, bury the doubts, break the habits, and become unstoppable, not because it's easy, but because it's right, because it's time, because the world doesn't need more noise. It needs more people like you, clear, committed, and no longer held back. So go, build, lead, shine, not later. Now, because the world is not waiting for your permission to pass you by. Now, because your greatness isn't somewhere down the road, it's buried beneath the layers you've outgrown. Now, because every delay is costing you moments you can never get back. You don't need more information. You don't need a better plan. You don't need someone to come along and unlock you. You are the key. You always were. You've just been carrying weight that was never meant to be yours. The fear of failure, the pressure to please, the habit of hiding your light because someone once told you it was too much, too loud, too different, too ambitious. But listen carefully. Too much for who? Too loud for what? Too different for a world that's crying out for authenticity. Your difference is your power. Your truth is your edge. And your willingness to let go of what's held you back, that's the beginning of everything. The shackles were never locked. They were illusions. Mistakes you mistook for normal, but not anymore. Now you see them. You name them. You strip them of their power. And in their place, you choose something better. You choose discipline over delay. You choose focus over fear. You choose action over anxiety. You choose growth over comfort. You choose truth over trends. You choose becoming over belonging. And in that choice, you rise. Not as someone who has it all figured out, but as someone who's no longer afraid to figure it out. You rise, not as a finished product, but as a fierce process. Because that's what unstoppable people do. They don't wait to be chosen, they choose themselves. They don't run from discomfort, they run through it. They don't sit on potential, they squeeze every ounce of it into purpose. And every time they fall, they rise sharper, stronger, clearer. Not despite the pain, but because of it. That's you now. You're not the same. You've seen too much, felt too much, grown too much, and there's no going back. There's only forward. There's only becoming. So the next time fear knocks, don't cower. The next time doubt whispers, don't answer. The next time you feel the urge to delay, to shrink, to talk yourself out of it, remember this moment. This decision, this version of you who chose to stop making the mistakes and start making moves. You've already begun. Now finish the work. Walk it out. Day by day, step by step, word by word. Build the life that's waiting behind the door you were always meant to walk through. And when you look back, when the world asks, what changed? You'll smile and say, I stopped being held back, and I started becoming who I was always meant to be. And who you were always meant to be was never small, never average, never invisible. You were born with weight in your words, with fire in your soul, with purpose in your presence. But for too long, that weight was buried beneath doubt, that fire dimmed by distraction, that purpose drowned in procrastination. No more. From this moment forward, everything changes, not because the world shifts, but because you do. You shift your standard. You upgrade your mindset. You reset your default. You take back your power. You walk like someone who knows their value. You speak like someone who knows their truth. You show up like someone who understands that every breath is a blessing and every decision is a seed. No more sitting on your greatness like it's optional. No more letting fear write your story. No more bowing to mistakes you now see clearly. You rewrite. You reframe. You rise. Because the path is not about never making mistakes. It's about refusing to let them become your identity. It's about learning faster, healing deeper, growing stronger every single time you fall. Mistakes are just mile markers on the road to mastery, but only if you move. So, move. Move with intention. Move with heart. Move like someone who's not afraid to outgrow who they used to be. Because you will outgrow people, patterns, places. You will shed layers that once felt like home. You will leave behind comfort zones built from fear. That's not loss. That's liberation. That's how the real you emerges, not polished, not perfect, but powerful. Because this isn't about hype. It's about healing. It's not about chasing. It's about choosing. Choosing every day to leave behind what holds you back and build what pulls you forward. You've got the blueprint now. You've seen the cracks in the foundation. You've seen the truth behind the lies. And now it's your responsibility to build. Not in silence, not in secret, but out loud with fire, with vision, with unshakable belief. So build, and never again let a single mistake hold you back from the life you were born to lead. Because the life you were born to lead is waiting not at the finish line, but in the furnace, in the decision to begin, in the courage to continue, in the fire to keep going long after the feelings fade. You lead by how you show up when no one is clapping, when the results are invisible, when the applause is absent, and all you have is your standard, your purpose, and your relentless commitment to not shrink back. You lead by example, not perfection. You lead by energy, not excuses. You lead by responsibility, not reaction. You stop blaming. You stop waiting. You stop outsourcing your destiny to people who were never built to carry it. This is your moment to reclaim everything you've handed away, your confidence, your time, your truth, your fire. Take it back. Every day you delay is a day you dim. And the world doesn't need a muted version of your greatness. It needs the full force, the bold voice, the sharp clarity, the sacred conviction of someone who is done letting invisible chains dictate a visible future. No more, what if I fail? Now it's, what if I fly? No more, I hope this works. Now it's, I'm willing to make it work. No more, I wish I was further. Now it's, I'm grateful, I'm stronger. Because you are stronger than the fear that gripped you, stronger than the lies that mocked you, stronger than the patterns that used to own you. And now you walk forward, not flawless, but free. Not perfect, but powerful. Not certain, but committed. And that's what changes everything. Not what you know, but what you do with it. Not what you feel, but what you focus on. Not what held you back, but how you now move forward, unapologetically, with fire in your lungs and destiny in your grip. This is the new you. And this time, nothing holds you back. This time, you're not asking for permission, you're giving yourself the command. You're not waiting to be picked, you're picking yourself. You're not watching others build their dreams while silencing your own voice. You are becoming the builder, the mover, the initiator. You've seen what delay costs. You've lived the weight of hesitation. You've tasted the bitterness of potential unused. And now you rise with clarity so sharp it cuts through every excuse. You rise with intention so loud it silences every distraction. You rise with belief so anchored no storm can shake it. Because you finally understand your future is not found. It's forged, day by day, brick by brick, thought by thought. And everything you need is already within you, waiting for your permission to be unleashed. So you stop asking, am I ready? And you start declaring, it's already mine. The vision, the growth, the freedom, the fulfillment. But it comes at a cost. The cost of your comfort, the death of your doubt, the shedding of every lie you've told yourself about what you're capable of. Let them go. Let the old version of you dissolve the one that second-guessed, that overthought, that overconsumed but under-executed. Let them go, and in their place, stand tall as the person who has already crossed the line in their soul, even if the results haven't caught up yet. Because results always chase resolve. Breakthrough always follows belief, and destiny always bows to discipline. So, discipline your focus, discipline your energy, discipline your habits, until what once held you back can't even recognize you, until fear stops calling because it knows you won't answer, until regret no longer has room in your mind because you're too busy building. And as you build, never forget, the world needs the real you, not the filtered version, not the perfect plan, not the silent sufferer waiting to be chosen, but the real, raw, rising force that you are when you remember you were never meant to be held back. You were meant to break through, to level up, to lead the way. And now you are because you chose it, because you looked in the mirror and refused to keep carrying yesterday into tomorrow, because you drew the line, because you made the vow. No more shrinking, no more stalling, no more pretending that average is acceptable when excellence is inside you, screaming to be set free. You've broken the trance, the illusion that held you still, the false comfort of routine mediocrity. And now the path is lit not by luck, but by your fire, by your refusal to quit, by your decision to show up every single day like it counts, because it does. It all counts. The early mornings, the late nights, the reps nobody sees, the effort nobody claps for. That's where your future is built. That's where your greatness takes shape, quietly, relentlessly, unshakably. You've stopped making the mistakes. You've started making the moves. And what's ahead of you now isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Because you've decided to stop waiting and start walking. You've decided to stop doubting and start doing. You've decided to stop borrowing belief and start embodying it. And when someone asks, how did you do it? You won't say, I had everything figured out. You'll say, I stopped letting what held me back define me. I stopped playing by the rules that kept me small. I stopped making the same mistakes and started becoming the solution. That's the difference. That's the line between those who settle and those who soar. And now you've crossed it. So walk. Walk into every room like you know who you are. Walk into every challenge like it came to build you, not break you. Walk into your purpose like the delay is over, because it is. The weight is off. The fire is on. The world is waiting. And you are no longer held back, because you finally realized no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to give you the green light. No one is coming to tell you you're enough. And yet you are. You always were. You just forgot. You forgot that the voice inside you, the one that never dies, that whispers in the silence, there's more. It was never lying. It was reminding you of who you could be, of what you could create, of how powerful you become when you stop negotiating with fear and start living by principle. That voice, the one that says, go now. Don't wait another year, another excuse, another doubt. That's your real compass. And from this moment forward, you follow it. Through the discomfort, through the rejection, through the noise of everyone playing small, afraid you'll grow so loud that they'll have to confront what they've ignored. But that's not your problem. You're not here to be accepted. You're here to activate, to awaken something in yourself so fierce, so on fire, that everyone who's still pretending to be asleep feels it. You walk in truth. You move with clarity. You speak with fire. You act like your future depends on it because it does. This is no longer theory. This is war against your limitations, against your distractions, against the version of you that said, maybe someday. Someday is today. Your time is now. You have breath in your lungs. You have power in your step. You have purpose in your pain. So rise, not for applause, not for validation, but for the calling on your life that refuses to stay quiet another second. You've seen the mistakes. You've faced them down. Now let the world see the comeback. Let them feel the roar of someone who broke the chains and didn't stop at freedom, kept going until freedom became impact, until impact became legacy, until your name didn't just echo in rooms, but in hearts, because that's who you are now. Unshaken, unstoppable, unleashed, and finally, unheld, back. No more shrinking to make others comfortable. No more silencing your fire just to fit in. No more carrying the weight of mistakes that were meant to teach you, not define you. This is the rebirth, the reset, the moment where everything real begins. You rise not to chase a crown, but to become the foundation. You rise not to prove them wrong, but to prove to yourself you were always right to believe. You rise not with noise, but with presence, with the quiet confidence of someone who's burned the bridge back to who they used to be. Because what's ahead of you now? It's not just possibility, it's responsibility. A responsibility to show the world what it looks like to live awake, to walk with vision, to fight for purpose like your soul depends on it, because it does. You are the example now, not because you're perfect, because you're real. You are no longer bound by hesitation, haunted by delay, or poisoned by comparison. You are clean, clear, committed. You are walking proof that power doesn't come from never making mistakes. It comes from mastering them, learning, adapting, rising. So rise again. Every time it hurts, every time it's heavy, every time fear comes back with a new name and an old voice. Rise anyway, because you're not the same. You've looked your patterns in the eye and said, you don't run this anymore. You've stared down the past and said, you don't get to write my future. You've stood in front of the fire and chosen not to run, but to walk through it. And now you burn brighter because of it. This is your fire. This is your freedom. And from this day forward, you will never be held back again, because now you carry something no force can take from you. Decision. The decision to rise even when no one believes in you yet. The decision to keep moving when motivation runs dry and only discipline remains. The decision to turn your wounds into wisdom, your setbacks into strategies, your fear into fuel. You don't need more time. You don't need more validation. You don't need another sign. You've already crossed the line in your spirit. And when you do that, your reality catches up, slowly at first. Then suddenly, people will ask, what changed? And you'll say, I did. You changed what you tolerated. You changed what you believed. You changed how you showed up. And the moment you did, the world had no choice but to respond. You see, we don't get what we want. We get what we're aligned for, what we're prepared for, what we refuse to live without. And now you've become someone who refuses to live bound, to live quiet, to live numb, to live a life that doesn't set your soul on fire. You've become someone who no longer needs to be reminded of your worth. You've reclaimed it. And every step you take from here, it's not hesitant. It's not half-hearted. It's rooted, grounded, ruthless in grace, unapologetic in strength. Because you've learned that greatness is not a moment. It's not a title. It's not a trophy. It's a pattern, a decision, repeated, a standard, upheld, a calling, honored. You've set the standard now. And every step from here echoes with the sound of someone who is no longer asking life to give them a chance, but commanding life to rise to meet them. This is your life. This is your fire. This is your time. No more limits. No more lies. No more holding back. You are free, you are ready, and you are just getting started. Imagine waking up tomorrow, not to a world that happens to you, but to a world that you are shaping with every thought, every action, and every moment. Imagine waking up with a sense of purpose, knowing that the day ahead is full of opportunity, growth, and transformation. This is not a dream. This is the power of the rituals you choose to adopt each day. You see, success is not a random event. It is not something that happens to a select few by chance. Success is a choice, an everyday decision. And it is in the daily rituals, the small habits you repeat consistently, that your life is transformed. The way you show up each day, the way you approach each task, the way you think and act, all of these will shape your future. But how do you make sure you're showing up as the person who creates success, who is growing, who is becoming the best version of themselves? It all starts with the rituals, the simple, powerful routines that set the tone for your day and, ultimately, your life. Let's dive into 8 daily rituals that will transform your life. Rituals that are rooted in timeless wisdom, practical principles, and the belief that you are capable of becoming everything you were born to be. 1. Wake up with purpose. The first ritual starts the moment your eyes open. What is the first thought you have when you wake up? Is it about the challenges you'll face today, the stress that lies ahead, the overwhelming demands of life? Or is it about the opportunity you've been given? The power of a new day, a fresh start. Wake up with purpose. The first thoughts you have in the morning will set the tone for your entire day. Choose to wake up with gratitude. Be grateful for the simple fact that you are alive, that you have the chance to make a difference in your own life and the lives of others. Let this gratitude fuel your day and give you the energy to rise up and move forward with intent. Don't just wake up with intention. Set your mind on what you want to accomplish, on the person you want to become. Make a decision to live your life on purpose, not by accident. Your first thoughts should be about what you can do, how you can improve, and the positive changes you can create. 2. Visualize your success. The next powerful ritual is one that has been practiced by some of the most successful people in history: visualization. Before you even step out of bed, take a moment to close your eyes and picture your ideal day, your ideal life. Picture yourself living the life you want to create, visualizing the success you want to achieve. Feel it as if it's happening right now. When you visualize, you don't just see yourself achieving your goals. You feel them. You experience the emotions associated with your success: confidence, satisfaction, joy. This creates a powerful connection between what you want and your ability to achieve it. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. That's why visualization is so powerful. It sets the stage for action. The clearer you can see your success, the clearer the path will become. And that clarity will drive your actions, making you more purposeful, more focused, and more confident in your abilities. 3. Move your body. The next ritual is about taking care of the physical vessel that will carry you through your journey, your body. Physical health is the foundation for mental and emotional strength. Without energy, without vitality, you will struggle to perform at your highest level. Every day, make it a non-negotiable ritual to move your body. Whether it's a workout, a brisk walk, yoga, or simply stretching, move with purpose. This ritual is not just about staying in shape. It's about raising your energy, improving your mood, and cultivating a sense of strength and discipline. When you exercise, you create a mind-body connection that boosts your mood and focus. It releases endorphins, those natural feel-good chemicals that energize you and help you tackle the day with enthusiasm. Your body is your instrument for success. Treat it with the care and respect it deserves. 4. Set daily goals. Without direction, you are a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly wherever the winds of life may take you. But with clear goals, you have a map that guides you forward, step by step. Set daily goals. Each morning, take a moment to write down what you want to accomplish that day. Be specific, be realistic, but also stretch yourself. These goals shouldn't just be tasks. They should be stepping stones toward your bigger vision. When you set clear goals, you activate your subconscious mind to seek out solutions. You begin to move with intention, with focus. And as you accomplish these daily goals, you will feel a sense of achievement, fueling your momentum and propelling you toward the bigger goals that lie ahead. 5. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force. It's the antidote to negativity, frustration, and stress. When you are grateful, you attract more things to be grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing in your life to what's already abundant. Every day, take a few moments to write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. They can be big or small: your health, your family, the opportunities in your life, or simply the fact that you have another day to live. Gratitude shifts your energy. It reminds you of the beauty and abundance already present in your life. When you practice gratitude, you attract more positivity, opportunities, and joy into your life. It cultivates a mindset of abundance that will lead you to attract more success. 6. Focus on personal development. The most successful people in the world are those who never stop growing. They make learning a daily ritual. And if you want to achieve lasting success, you must do the same. Make personal development a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Whether it's reading a book, listening to a podcast, or watching a motivational video, spend time each day expanding your knowledge, skills, and mindset. You are either growing or stagnating. Personal development is the key to continuous growth. The more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become. The better you become, the more success you attract. Commit to lifelong learning, and you will continue to evolve into the person capable of achieving everything you desire. 7. Practice mindfulness. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get lost in the chaos, to rush through life without truly being present. But success doesn't come from being constantly busy. It comes from being focused and intentional. Practice mindfulness each day. Take a few moments to sit in silence, breathe deeply, and center yourself. Focus on the present moment. Let go of distractions, clear your mind, and bring your attention to what truly matters in the here and now. This practice helps you to connect with your inner self, reduce stress, and gain clarity. It's the space where inspiration flows and where your most important ideas and solutions arise. Mindfulness also allows you to respond to challenges with calm and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively. It helps you align your actions with your values and goals. The more mindful you become, the more in control of your life you are. 8. End your day with reflection. The final ritual of the day is reflection. As you wind down and prepare for sleep, take a few minutes to reflect on the day. What went well? What could you have done better? What did you learn? This is not about self-criticism. It's about self-awareness. Reflection allows you to learn from your experiences and apply those lessons to future actions. It gives you a moment to celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and recognize areas where you can grow. End your day with gratitude for what you've accomplished and for the lessons you've learned. This daily ritual of reflection keeps you grounded in your growth, aligned with your purpose, and focused on continuous improvement. It reminds you that every day is an opportunity to get closer to the person you are meant to be. These 8 daily rituals: waking up with purpose, visualizing your success, moving your body, setting daily goals, practicing gratitude, focusing on personal development, being mindful, and reflecting at the end of your day are the building blocks of a life well lived. They are the foundation upon which you will build your success, your happiness, and your lasting fulfillment. Success is not a destination, it's a way of life, a daily commitment to growth. And with these rituals, you are creating the life you've always dreamed of, one intentional step at a time. Now, it's time to take action. Start today and watch as these rituals transform your life. The future is yours for the taking, and it begins with the choices you make today. As you begin implementing these rituals into your life, remember this: you are the master of your destiny. Every ritual you practice is a step toward shaping the life you've always envisioned. These small, consistent actions will compound over time, creating momentum that will carry you through every challenge, every setback, and every opportunity that comes your way. The power of these rituals is not in their complexity, but in their consistency. Success is not about doing something extraordinary one time. It's about doing the ordinary things extraordinarily well, over and over again, day after day. It's about building a solid foundation that allows you to weather any storm and rise higher than you ever imagined. The results will not be immediate. That's the nature of growth. It's like planting seeds. You don't see the fruits of your labor right away. But if you keep watering those seeds, nurturing them with care, and consistently showing up to cultivate your garden, you will see the harvest in time. And when that harvest comes, it will be sweeter than you could have ever imagined. You will be more confident, more resilient, and more powerful than ever before. Your mind will be sharper, your mood more balanced, and your money will reflect the abundance you've created through the value you've provided. You are on the verge of a great transformation. These rituals are the stepping stones to the life you've always wanted. They are not just habits, they are the framework for success, for fulfillment, for a life of purpose and impact. The foundation you are building now will support everything you do in the future. Now, take a moment and ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? What kind of person do I want to become? The power is in your hands. You have everything you need to transform your life. Your thoughts, your actions, and your commitment to these rituals will shape your future in ways that will astonish you. You are capable of greatness. You are capable of creating the success you desire. But it starts with this moment, this decision, and this commitment to showing up every day as the best version of yourself. The future you want is waiting for you to claim it. It's not some distant dream. It's here. It begins with you, right now. The time to rise is now. Your success is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. Choose to show up, choose to commit, choose to live with intention and purpose. Because when you do, nothing will be impossible for you. Step forward into your greatness. The world is waiting for you, and you are more than ready. As you step into this new chapter of your life, remember that this journey is yours to define. Every action you take from this moment forward is a declaration of your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. You are building a life, brick by brick, ritual by ritual. And each small step, each choice you make, is pushing you closer to your true potential. Success is a decision, not a chance. The rituals you adopt today will shape the success you experience tomorrow. When you choose to show up each day with purpose, with commitment, and with the discipline to follow through, you start to create the future you desire. The key is consistency. Keep moving forward, even when things get tough. The obstacles you face are just stepping stones to your next level of greatness. Along the way, you will experience challenges. That's inevitable. But know this, the only failure that exists is quitting. As long as you are moving forward, as long as you are learning, adapting, and growing, you are succeeding. Your mindset, fueled by these rituals, will carry you through every tough moment. It will help you rise when you fall. It will keep you going when you feel like stopping. Your determination, fueled by a positive attitude and unshakable belief, will ensure that you never lose sight of your vision. But here's the most important part. You are not in this alone. Your actions and your mindset will inspire others. When you show up with unwavering faith in yourself and your goals, you become a beacon of possibility for those around you. The energy you create through your actions will inspire others to elevate themselves. As you grow, so will the people around you. Your life is a reflection of the energy you put into it. The universe responds to those who are aligned with their purpose, who are committed to growth, and who take daily action to improve. When you take control of your mind, your mood, and your money, you create an unstoppable momentum that propels you towards success. And success is not just measured in wealth, it's measured in fulfillment, in personal growth, and in the impact you make on the world. The truth is, you are the most important investment you will ever make. The time, the energy, the focus you put into yourself, that is what will pay dividends in every area of your life. Your life is your greatest asset. Nurture it, protect it, and cultivate it every single day. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the power within you. You are capable of achieving more than you ever imagined. You have the tools, the rituals, and the mindset to build the life you've always dreamed of. All you need to do is commit to the process. Commit to yourself. Commit to your growth. Commit to making each day a stepping stone to the life you desire. It all starts with you. The world is full of opportunities, and you are the one who holds the key to unlocking them. You are the creator of your own destiny. The power has always been in your hands. Step forward with confidence. Step forward with courage. Step forward with the belief that you are worthy of the success you desire and that nothing can stand in your way. This is your time. Go out and claim it. You are ready. You are more than capable. And your future begins right now. Now, take a moment to acknowledge the power within you. You have made the decision to take control of your life. And that decision is the spark that will light the fire of transformation. Every choice, every action you take from this moment forward is building the foundation for the life you want. You are the creator of your reality. The world responds to those who show up with intention and purpose, and that is exactly what you are doing. But let's be clear about something. Success isn't a destination. It's a journey. It's not something you find. It's something you create. Every ritual you adopt, every positive change you make is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. And as you keep showing up day after day, you'll see that the picture you're painting becomes more beautiful, more vibrant, and more powerful with every passing moment. You will encounter challenges. That's a given. No one who has ever achieved greatness has done so without facing adversity. It's not the challenges that define us. It's how we respond to them. The obstacles will come. There will be days when you feel like giving up. But those are the moments when your character is forged, when your resilience is tested. And this is the beauty of it all. You are capable of weathering any storm that comes your way. As you continue to grow, don't be discouraged by setbacks. Instead, embrace them. Use them as fuel to strengthen your resolve. Every failure is a lesson. Every mistake an opportunity to get better. The key is to keep moving forward. Momentum builds when you stay committed to your path, no matter how steep the climb. So, let's talk about momentum. Momentum is the force that propels you forward. It's built from the small actions you take each day. It's the result of showing up, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you create. And once that momentum starts building, it becomes unstoppable. You'll start seeing results you never thought possible, and you'll realize that you have become the kind of person who achieves greatness. But remember, momentum starts with your mindset. It starts with the decision to believe in yourself and to take action. The future belongs to those who believe they are worthy of it. Your belief in your own potential is the foundation that holds everything together. When you believe that success is inevitable, that you are capable of achieving everything you desire, your actions will align with that belief. You will act with confidence, and that confidence will attract success. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by waiting for opportunities to fall into their laps. They created their own opportunities. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They made every moment perfect with their attitude and their actions. You have that same power. You can create your own success by committing to your goals, by showing up every day with purpose, and by taking consistent action. As you continue on this path, stay committed to your rituals. They are the bedrock of your success. Consistency is the key. If you commit to these daily practices, you will start to notice the changes. They may start small, but over time, those small changes compound into massive transformation. And as you look back on the progress you've made, you'll realize that you've become a different person, a person who is capable, confident, and unstoppable. You will have built a life you are proud of, a life that reflects your dedication, your hard work, and your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. The power to transform your life is already within you. You have everything you need to succeed. It starts with the decision to take control of your mind, your mood, and your actions. The world is full of possibilities, and you have the power to create the life you desire. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make this moment perfect by taking action. You are ready. The journey ahead will be challenging, but it will also be incredibly rewarding. With each step you take, you are getting closer to the life you've always wanted. Keep showing up, keep believing in yourself, and keep taking action. You've got this. Your future starts now. Step into your power. The world is waiting for you. As you step forward, let the certainty of your future drive your every action. There is no longer any room for doubt, no more excuses. You are the architect of your destiny, and with every ritual, every thought, every small step forward, you are crafting a life of purpose, passion, and profound fulfillment. The road ahead is yours to walk, and you have all the tools you need to navigate it with confidence. But let me remind you, success is not a solo journey. It's the result of continuous learning, growth, and transformation. It's a collective effort that begins within but extends outward into the world. Your impact is determined by your ability to transform not just your own life, but the lives of those around you. As you continue to take control of your mind, mood, and money, understand that your energy is contagious. You may not always see the effects right away, but the people around you will begin to notice the changes. Your confidence, your resilience, your drive will inspire others to take action in their own lives. When you live by these rituals, you not only change your own life, but you become a beacon of hope and possibility for those who need it most. This is how you build legacy through consistent, deliberate actions. Legacy is not just about the wealth you accumulate or the accolades you collect. It's about the person you become and the impact you have on those you touch. The ripple effect of your transformation extends far beyond what you can see in the moment, and that is the real measure of success. There will be times when you doubt yourself, when the weight of the journey feels too heavy, when the road seems unclear. But know this, success isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about your ability to rise every time you fall, to keep moving forward when the world tries to knock you back. Your resilience is what will make you unstoppable. You are already stronger than you think. Each day, you grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. The more you commit to your rituals, the more you will see the shifts in your mindset, your emotions, and your bank account. Success is inevitable when you show up each day with belief, commitment, and focus. As you continue to commit to these rituals, you will see transformation in every area of your life. The person you are today will become the foundation for the person you'll be tomorrow. Your future will be built upon the decisions you make right now. And remember, the decisions you make today will compound over time. Small actions, taken consistently, lead to extraordinary results. This is not just about personal growth. It's about creating a life you are proud of, a life that reflects who you truly are, a life built on purpose, resilience, and the unwavering belief that you can create anything you desire. You are capable. You have everything you need to create the life you've always dreamed of. The power is within you to take control of your mind, your mood, and your money. The only thing standing between you and your success is the decision to act with purpose and to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Your future is already unfolding. The path you've chosen is the right one, and every step you take will bring you closer to the life you were always meant to live. Step into that future with confidence, knowing that you have everything it takes to make it a reality. The time is now. You are ready. Go forward and claim your success. The world is waiting for you to rise and make your mark. Embrace it. It's yours to create. As you stand on the threshold of your greatness, remember this. You are the one who holds the power to create the life you desire. Your thoughts, your actions, and your belief are the forces that will shape your future. You have within you everything you need to build something extraordinary. The key is showing up every day with purpose and commitment, and trusting that each step you take brings you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. The rituals you adopt today will carry you into tomorrow. They will become the foundation on which you build the person you are becoming, the person who is capable of achieving everything you set out to do. Success isn't a one-time event. It's a way of being. It's the result of small, consistent actions that compound over time. This journey is yours to define, and you get to decide how it unfolds. When you face challenges, and you will, let them strengthen you. Use them to fuel your growth. When things don't go as planned, let that be the moment you rise. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Every setback a setup for a comeback. As you continue to adopt these powerful rituals, your transformation will become inevitable. You will become more resilient, more focused, and more unstoppable. You are not waiting for success to find you. It is already within you, ready to be unlocked. Now is the time to step into your power, to take full control of your life, and to align every thought, every feeling, and every action with your highest goals. The world is waiting for you to take your place. You are destined for greatness. The only thing standing in your way is the choice to move forward. Take that step. With every step, the world will open up to you. With every action, you will bring your dreams closer to reality. Now, walk forward with confidence. You are ready. The future you desire is waiting for you to claim it. It begins today, and it begins with you.